To punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. An interception made by Dante Moncrief. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Dolphins have got
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a 360. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hut, hut.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They run it with Balaj, and they'll get him down right around the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
319. 319.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. On the toss, here's Balaj. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll set up to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Here we go now.
Allen off the play fake. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
To the air, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Coleman now. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Allen on third. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Gonzalez puts this one through, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Oh, nice move. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bothered the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Allen to throw once more. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and it certainly applies here for them. But guess what?
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Balaj. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And that's incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Coleman. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Allen caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always talk, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run here with Balaj. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Again, it's Balaj. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Balaj. Some strong running at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
To throw again. Allen. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play action. Allen. He completes it to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Watch it now, Barney. Set, 3.
This is Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Coleman on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Dances by him.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And they'll run it here. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And here's Allen, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
And again, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, and now he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
Oh, he shifts past him. And now running right through it. And shutting him off. Now open field. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. And Wilson has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw is Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, here we go.
Now Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.